Today I'm going to be going over the Smith & Wesson model 1854, chambered in, you see that, 45 Colt. And as you can see, not loaded. Cross bolt safety is in the safe position. Gun is on half cock. Okay, start of the muzzle end has a threaded barrel if one wants to use a muzzle device with it. And to accommodate that, these sights, as you can see, they're high-rise sights, so you have clearance over a muzzle device if one wants to use them. And then down here on the tubular magazine, this might look familiar if you've messed with Henrys much, but it does not have a loading cutout like you would see on a Henry. This tube magazine is removable for the sole purpose of unloading. Some people don't like that. I'm kind of thinking I may not like that so much, for the mere fact that if you're out there hunting or something and that gets bumped, you know, maybe it kind of gets like that, and then, you know, as you're walking your stand, tube falls out and you lose all your ammo. So I'm not too crazy about that, but I'm gonna see what I can do with that. And the wood is pretty nice. It has real nice texturing. It's not checkering, but almost like stuff you'd find on a Glock grip. Texturing on here, kind of modern looking. I don't mind that. I think it looks pretty good up here on the forearm. Down here on the pistol grip, I'm not too wild about it, but that's okay. It comes with a Picatinny rail on top for mounting an optic. It's got the ghost ring sight back here. Also, it's high rise. I do believe that it comes with shorter screws, so you can take this Picatinny rail off if you don't like the look of it or not going to mount an optic, which is probably what I'll end up doing. Then down here, it's got the, not a real soft, but I mean, it's 45 Colt, so it shouldn't kick that much anyway. It's got the loading gate. It has a round bolt. Has a round bolt. It's supposed to be a stronger design than the square bolt. And that's your traditional safety of a lever action, the half cock position. Of course, they also have this here, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Going back to that trigger, it's got a flat trigger on it. When I first got it, it had a little bit of creep in it, and I haven't shot this yet, but I have worked the trigger a little bit, and it seemed to have get better. I guess maybe there was a break-in period on that. Something a lot of people are on the fence about is this large loop. I like the large loop on it. As you can see, I got pretty good sized hands, but I think it's pretty comfortable. I think it looks cool. As far as smoothness of the lever, I don't think it's quite as smooth as the Henrys I've seen, but I think it's on par with everything else I've seen and messed with. So I would say it's just as good as everybody's, not quite as smooth as the Henrys that I've messed with. And the trigger has improved after working with it some. The one thing that I'm not too thrilled about, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but up here on this side, the gap between the stock and the receiver is there's about a 5/1000ths gap there. The other side fits nice and flush. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about that. And I'm going to be working with this and doing some load development for the 45 Colt. I'm see what kind of accuracy I can get out of it and what kind of velocities I can get out of it, because I fully intend on this being my brush gun for deer hunting. I wanted something with similar performance of the 45-70 with not near as much of the recoil. And I think this is going to be just the ticket. So I will keep you all updated on what I come up with. I do know there are companies that do produce ammo that's not the anemic typical 45 Colt ammo. I know Buffalo Bore's got some pretty powerful stuff out there for 45 Colt, as long as whatever you're using is strong enough for it. Don't use it in any of the old cowboy stuff. It's for modern strong actions. But that's all I got, and I'll keep you all updated. God bless. Have a good one.